Hey there, beautiful souls. This is your September monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. First off, let me start by saying thank you. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to this channel. I am so grateful that you come back here every time I post a video, and you are very loyal to this channel. And I just have to say I'm so grateful, because this channel really can't survive without you, and that you really support us, and I love that so much. And I just want to say that really helps the channel to grow and get the messages out. So thank you so much for doing that. Now, if you're new to this channel, I'll start by saying hello and welcome. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. Okay, so, if you have never subscribed to this channel yet, if you are new, and if you're returning to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, then all I'm going to say is, what are you waiting for? Because it's free. It doesn't cost anything, and it really doesn't take any time at all to do that either. So, it doesn't cost you. Click that button, click the subscribe button. While you're at it, click the like button, because that tells YouTube that you actually like these messages, that you want more of these messages, you want me to do more videos, and, basically click away. If you really want to, you can also click the notification bell. That'll tell you when I upload another video, but you don't have to do that. But just click those other buttons, right? Click the subscribe, click the like, okay? All right. And I want to just let you know that in the description box below this month, you will see a link to, now I have an Instagram account and I have a Facebook account. So just wanted to tell you about that, because I'm there now on those platforms, and I would love to interact with you over there. So why don't you come over there and join me there, follow me there as well. And sometimes I put things there that I don't necessarily do here, so it's good to see, to follow me on all things. All right, T. Also in the description box this month, there is a link to an interview for an online magazine. They reached out to me a couple months ago, and they interviewed me. And so if you're interested in knowing a bit more about me, or, why I do this, or, maybe you're just curious to know what I look like, I think there's a picture in there. But anyway, go and check that out and see what that interview is all about. Now, as always, remember, not all messages resonate for everybody. This is a general reading. It is a general intuitive reading. It's for the collective, so just take the messages that resonate, leave the rest for somebody else, all right? Okay, let's begin with the key astrological aspects for the month. I will start by calling out September 1st, right at the start of the month, at the top of the month. We have Uranus station retrograding in Taurus. Now, in order to understand what a retrograde energy of Uranus is all about, probably best to understand what Uranus does when it goes direct, right? So Uranus is about sudden and unexpected changes. It's about, freedom from rules. It's about radical ideas. It's about radical people. It's about revolutionizing events, or revolutionary events. It's about upsetting established structures. It's about, let me just put it this way to you. If you were somebody who, at the beginning of this year, said, you know what? This is the year I'm going to do it. This is the year I put the plan in place. I'm going to be diligent. I'm going to follow it. And if you've had a lot of Uranus energy, it means that Uranus has been throwing monkey wrenches at you and upsetting that, right? Giving you sudden unexpected changes to that master plan. Well, guess what? Now that it is going retrograde, this gives you a chance to harness your true potential. As the planet moves backwards, or it appears to move backwards, because planets don't really move in reverse, let's say that external force, those monkey wrenches, they can't impact you anymore, all right? So this is a time to break free from that. It's time to get back onto track, right? It's time to steer your destiny in whatever direction you want it to go in, all right? So it's time to get the plan back in gear and in action. All right, the next thing I'm going to call out is some intense energy, which comes in the form of 3 squares. All right. Now, they come in quite a bit of a succession, so they come within a matter of 8 days. It's sort of like one, and a few days later, the second one, and a few days later, the second one after that. So it's almost like in the matter of one full week, these things are going to whack you, okay? So just want to call that out to you, because in case you feel like you're just having a really, really bad week, from September 3rd, or let's say even, to the 2nd on to, let's say, about the 10th or so, then you'll understand why, okay? And so basically we have these 3 squares. We have Mars-Neptune square on the 3rd of September. Then we have a Mercury-Uranus square on the 7th. And then 3 days after that, you have the Moon squaring Saturn, okay? Now, what's this all going to feel like? What could it feel like? Because again, it's potential energy, doesn't always affect everybody. So the first, Mars-Neptune square, that can make me feel like you're lacking focus, right? You need time away. You need time away from anything that's demanding. You could be feeling drained. You could be feeling like you need some time to chill out. Do that. Relax, chill out, take a rest, okay? All right, then when I think 4 days later, when the Mercury-Uranus square comes into play, now all of a sudden your mind might be all over the place. Might be feeling like it's difficult to get things under control mentally, okay? Just go with the flow. Don't box yourself in mentally, all right? And then finally, on the 10th, the Moon-Saturn square, this could feel like something is weighing on you heavily. This could be, a time to take some breathing room. And if you do have to make some difficult decisions, or if you do have to, you're trying to, push through something and get something done, take a different approach. Consider a different approach, is what I want to say to you. All right? And then finally, I'm going to talk about September 18th, when we have a full moon, which is a supermoon. It is the first of 3 supermoons this year. Now, since it's happening in September, you might have heard it be called the harvest moon. And it just so happens that this full moon is also a partial lunar eclipse. So, the sun will be in Virgo. It's going to oppose the moon in Pisces. So this lunation could make you feel like it's time to shed some light on your subconscious feelings. Okay? So, if you're navigating this energy, then it's a time to look inward to help you, I want to say reveal issues, reveal things that, like I said, you've been pushing to the back of the mind, things that you've been ignoring, things you're going, nope, we're not going to deal with that later. Well, maybe the time now to deal with it, all right? So it's going to come up whether you like it or not for some people, time to face some things, but it's also a really good time to cut the ties with those things that might be holding you back, all right? Okay, that's it for the astrology. Let's jump into your tarot cards for the month. So let me give thanks to the angel spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide, and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Cancer seekers. Right, let's see what they have for you. 4 cards for the month of September for Cancer. Ten of Pentacles right out at the start. But you also have the Moon. Have the High Priestess. Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. So that's a lovely energy as your overarching energy. The overarching energy is, for me, is the theme energy, right? So the theme of the energy here is spending time, right? Spending time with those that you care about, having some, getting together in, I want to say in your community if you don't have, loved ones near you. But I do feel like there's loved ones very much in the picture here because of the start of the month is this Ten of Pentacles, right? This Ten of Pentacles is very much a card of family, of doing things in family. Do you see here that, in this image, there's a man, a woman, their child, the dog. There's a bunch of other people here. So it says about your family and your relationships. There's truly a little bit of an energy here with this getting out into your community and showing, I want to say showing up for other people, having this sense of emotional happiness. There is a collaboration, I feel, a collaborative energy of family and friends. This could also maybe be, I don't know, maybe you're going to a wedding. I don't know when I say that. For somebody's going to a wedding somewhere, and I don't know why I even said that, but okay, there's weddings, there's christenings, there's celebrations, there's events people are going to, and I feel like this is where you're going to be sharing in that in that energy with the people that you care about or in your relationships, right? So I do feel like you need this contact this month, Cancer. Sometimes we need contact, sometimes we don't need contact, but I truly feel in this month that this is a very strong energy for you to make sure that you are, I don't know, getting hugs from people that are close to you, feeling a bit of closeness with people, a reassurance of being loved. I feel that for somebody, there is a need to, sometimes I'll throw this out there for some people, like if you don't live in the same city as your loved ones, let's say you're going to your hometown because that's where this celebration is, that's where this wedding is, that's where this christening is, you're invited to a shower, you're invited to, a stag, a stagette, whatever it might be. I get this feeling that it's like this feeling of going home, if you will, is like, oh, I get to see those people I haven't seen in a very long time. And you're kind of looking forward to that. You're looking forward to, as I said, being in close contact with friends, family, people you haven't seen in a very long time, and you long for that hug. You long for that whatever. Okay. Now, I do also want to say, because of the fact that you have this Moon card and this High Priestess here, okay, that sometimes we crave these things, and then when we get it, we go, okay, that's enough. Okay, so I just have to say that for some people because, I'll even give you an example. Like sometimes for me personally, I don't see my family very often. And when I do, I'm like, okay, that's great. But then I realize seeing them for a weekend is more than enough. I don't need to see them longer. I just needed that little dose of feeling like, oh, my family's still there. I still love them. They still love me. There's still that reassurance that you have your value in the family, whatever. But then sometimes it's just like a little bit like, okay, that's enough. Don't engulf me. Okay, and just you need to also sort of have that little bit of time alone, or you can work on yourself and get your mind back to where you need to be. It kind of gives you this inner peace that I want to say. You feel this inner peace. That is the most important thing, and maybe you get that from being with the people that you love, the people you care about, these relationships, even just friendships, right? Sometimes we just need to feel like we need that bit of getting together, and then you can, get back to whatever it is you were doing before. Okay? Now, Cancer, you do have the moon card here, so I do feel like you will be affected by the moon this month. You're probably the most affected by the lunation that's coming up at the middle of the month, part of September 18th or thereabouts. That partial lunar eclipse might affect you more than anyone. Just see how that plays out a little bit, but I do feel like you might feel more affected by it than others, because you are an emotional sign. As a sign, right, you guys are affected. The base of your actions is kind of affected by your emotions, and so this will probably intensify them now. So if you have been the person who's been pushing things at the back of your mind, if you have not been facing those subconscious feelings, this might flood you with those emotions a little bit because of that moon card. I do feel that. I do feel like you also are in your mind, really deep in your mind, so you need to take care in that regard, to not get too emotionally attached to someone. I don't know why I'm saying that, but we'll find out as the cards get clear, as the clarifiers come out here. Yeah, let's just leave it there and let's see what they want to tell us with the clarifiers. All right, let's clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Let's find out about this getting together with family and friends and people that you care about. Let's clarify this Ten of Pentacles, please. Yeah, you have the Queen of Pentacles, right? This is all about warmth. This is all about generosity of being, of spirit, right? This is an energy of, really being, you've done your hard work and now you can spend time with family and friends, right? That's what this is about. The Queen of Pentacles is a hard worker, but she's also a generous giving person and generous of her time as well. So when it comes to family and friends, you're going to work hard at that as well, right? She's sitting in this greenery, so she has this abundant nature about her. This is, sometimes it's the card of Taurus, if you, or maybe even an Aries might be around you somewhere. Cancer, I don't know. But I definitely feeling like, just a more relaxed feeling, right? That things are okay, right? Things are good in your life. Things are comfortable. Things are, things are successful. You don't feel like you're not being successful at this stage or whatever. But I feel like you feel like you're in a good place to share that with people. That's what I want to say. You are in a good place to share it with the people that you care about. Okay? Now, let's continue to clarify. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got this Page of Pentacles here, so I do feel like for some of you, you're you're a hardworking person, but as I said, it's time to uh, oh, I don't know. I want to say your discipline and your workaholicness, if you are that. If you've been somebody who's been a bit of a workaholic, like it's time that you can, there's a right time for that, but there's also a time and place to kind of just say, okay, I've been a workaholic. Now I can take some time and enjoy myself with my relations, my friends, the people that I care about, right? So you've been this workaholic, you've been very diligent, you've done what you needed to do. You know, you've started all the things that you needed to start, and you are definitely now taking that time to just the what's that word, the results of what you sowed, you can reap now. Okay, that's what I want to say to you. Okay, one more card to clarify this Ten of Pentacles. I just want to say for somebody, you've been well behaved. And I don't know why I want to say that, but I have to put it out there because you've been well behaved and now you can just be silly again a little bit. Yeah, you've been chained. You've been chained to your hard work. That's the devil, right? You've been chained to something that was zapping your energy. It's like the vampire, right? Vampire just like feeds on something, and something has been feeding on you and feeding on your energy, and now it's time to break free of that, right? It's time to break free and say, okay, I'm allowed to spend time with people I care about. It's okay for me to, be in contact with somebody, and spend more time hugging these people and being with them. Okay? Now, there is this element of the moon and this emotional energy, though, that's here. So when we start to relax and get into that mode, sometimes that can be a bit overwhelming for some people, all right? So let's clarify the moon and find out what they're trying to tell you here. This is the card of Pisces, the moon. So you may have that. It could just also be that the moon is actually going to be in Pisces this month. So maybe that's why this moon card is coming out for you. But it's come out for a couple of signs already. So that's why I have to say that it could just be that the astrology is affecting you a little bit. There is the Queen of Wands. The reason you're feeling that you might get overwhelmed here is because this Queen of Wands is a manifester, a doer, a shaker, a mover. You could be this mover, shaker, doer person that now needs this time to step away from all of the tasking, if you will, and get into more of the emotional side of things. But also because when you're so into that and you don't spend time in the emotional, when you actually start to get it, then it becomes a bit overwhelming because you've sort of been in the logical side and now you're going to move into this emotional side from for this month. So I do feel though that this moon is going to might affect you more than other people because it's actually very intense energy. Okay? And it may intensify throughout the month as well. I think you got a card flipped over. Hold on. Yeah, courage, strength, right? Going to have to sort of bite your tongue a little bit sometimes, I feel, because it might be a bit overwhelming for you. I do feel like for some people that, it's taming your inner beast. When sometimes when we're with people and we haven't been with them for a long time, and then emotions get high, then we maybe say things that we don't really mean or that we shouldn't, or, you just let it out because we're quite emotional. It could also be that, you have to, somebody says something that sets you off the wrong way. And so you take action relative to that emotion, all right? So you just There could also be for somebody the need to be taken care of, and maybe that's not happening like you expected it to happen. That you're saying, oh, well, here I am. I come here and I expect somebody to make me dinner and make me the things that I love the most, and they're not doing that. What's wrong? What's wrong with these people? Okay, so yeah, I'm just kind of feeling that you have to just kind of bite your tongue a little bit for somebody. I don't know why I want to say that, but I have to say it for somebody. Yeah, and just take a step back. Take a step back, go a little bit inward, look a little inward to yourself. I do feel like there's an element here of self-love as well that's really important for somebody. Somebody needs to concentrate on that as opposed to the love of other people, all right? So that may, that's probably almost more important in this period of time than having others love you, okay? You might want to meditate a bit in this month. This card is very much about meditation. And I would say don't expect big change. I have to say that for somebody too. Don't go there expecting people to change. They don't change, all right? All right, let's clarify the High Priestess, please. Because I do feel like when it's more than enough, when these people are around you and you've got your fill, if you will, then it's time to do your own thing. But I do feel like you're going to know when that timing is, when is the right time. It's also a card of meditating, right, and listening to your instinct, understanding when to do and when not to do. You've got this Seven of Cups here, which is about choices, right? It's about saying, do I choose to be with these people? And yes or no. Do I choose to engage in discussion? No, maybe they're too overwhelming for you. Maybe it's enough. Maybe you want the hug. Maybe you don't want the hug. Maybe you want to spend time. Maybe you don't want to spend the time. All right? So it's just about making the right choices for you, and you're going to know what to do because you're going to listen to your instinct, to your intuition. It's talking to you, and it's going to tell you, okay, time to get away or time to relax and meditate. All right? So, now, I do want to say I don't know if I said this, don't get too attached. There's somebody here who you might see, let's say it's an old friend or somebody from your past, and you feel like, oh yeah, this could be a relationship here again. Don't get too attached to people in this month. Again, your emotions are very high this month, Cancer, so there is a potential for some heartbreak in that regard. Again, I don't know who that's for, but I just have to put it out there. I do also feel, though, that if there is a problem that is, okay, there you go. There's your Knight of Cups. Don't get too attached, all right? That's it. That's what I was feeling very strongly. I was feeling that you could be very emotionally attached to someone, and there could be a rejection or a bit of a heartbreak there for somebody. So that might not be too easy on somebody, all right? Don't go wishing upon a star for that to reignite, again, because you might not go the way that you expect it, all right? Now, I also want to say here, and I felt this earlier, and I didn't say it earlier, but that's okay. It's probably the better moment for me to raise it now, which is in this Ace of Wands. For someone, people out there, I feel like if you feel there's a problem that arises, let's say this is a situation where it's, I don't know, work related or something. I feel like because you're emotional, you might take things the wrong way that with people or colleagues that you're dealing with. Sometimes people say things to us and they don't mean it in a bad way, but you take it like the wrong way. I just want to say, like, it's a misunderstanding. That's what I want to put out there. Okay, so if a problem arises or you think it's a problem, it's not really a problem. People they're not making fun of you, or they're not saying things about you. They're trying to joke with you. They're not trying to put you down. Okay, So let's just clarify that. Ace of Wands, yeah. This is in relation to some kind of partnership. It could be your partner. You could feel like your partner is, just, playing on your emotions a little bit, but it could also be at work or in a partnership in a business. The person that you deal with, these people are, they're not trying to put you down. That's what I have to say. There's a bit of a sense of you're going to want to retreat out of the rather than face a situation because you just feel like you're too emotional, maybe. All right, let's continue to clarify the Ace of Wands. I just want to say, don't unleash the beast, okay? With this Strength card here. Yeah, just kind of step back. Take a step back from the situation. You'll have better perspective and you'll be able to face things much, much better. All right? All right. Let's get you a final message now from the, what's this deck called? Quantum Oracle. And I'll read from the book, so let's pull your card from the Quantum Oracle message, final message for Cancer for the month of September. Please and thank you. Truly grateful. Final message for Cancer for the month of September, please. Okay, what do we got for you? Conflict. It's interesting because I think another sign got this as well. So I do feel like there's some little bit of turmoil that's happening here. And again, this could be because the astrology, the way, with all these squares going on and this energy of the moon and this lunar eclipse could be affecting people. I'm going to read to you from the book. Need to find it. Okay. All right. A boat is being tossed around on a stormy sea, and a sailor is trying to keep it afloat. Let me read that again. This represents an upcoming situation or one you're going through at this time. It may come in the form of a conflict with another person, which may manifest in ongoing agitation or even open hostilities. This is for somebody, as I said, bite your tongue, okay? This could also signify someone in your life who is thoughtless or dismissive of you. Remember I said they're not trying to put you down. That's another thing I said here. Okay, whether it's a friend or family member or a coworker, it's very unsettling and you're not sure how to resolve it. Is there a difficult situation going on in your daily life? Perhaps your workload has increased to stressful levels. Perhaps a family member is ill or acting out. You're lost at sea in the middle of a storm you can't control, and high emotions are tossing you around. High emotions. That's the other thing I said. You may have to step outside of the maelstrom to regain tranquility in your life. Make decisions that honor you and consciously create some joy in each day. The storm will pass and you will be floating on a peaceful sea again. All right, hope there was something that resonated in this message for you, dear Cancer. And I will leave it there for now and just say stay tuned for more readings. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe, because next month I'm going to be announcing a contest. And you may be interested in knowing how you may be eligible to win. You may be interested in knowing what the prize is. And of course, they're all free, right? All my contests to be eligible, the things you got to do are free, the prizes are free. So you might want to get in on that action. Okay, take care, lovely ones. I'll see you again very soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.